Hey everyone, Scottish182 here, and welcome to a clan update for the 30th of June 2012. Fuck yes, I got the date right. Booyah! I never get that right. I never get the date. I would have to look it up, and I brought my laptop up here and everything. But yeah, welcome to a clan update, and this is just basically me going to update the clan on what my plans are for the latest videos and blah 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 shit like that. So firstly, I'm going to give a quick recap of what I've done basically. If you haven't seen it already, for those who don't know, my internet was down last week. Mainly because we couldn't pay the bill that week because we forgot. And it took a wee while getting it back up and running. I had to wait for Mum to get paid and then pay the bill on Friday. But she did it, dusted, back up on Friday, and yeah, we're back up and running. So hopefully there shouldn't be a problem in the future. But I digress. If you haven't seen it already, I have done a few other videos since I got my internet back. I done a live stream on Saturday, and that is now up on my main channel, where I tried to talk about reboots, sequels and prequels, but I ended up talking about superhero movies and Justice League movie, which was quite entertaining. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, because we have a good old laugh doing that, and I do enjoy the live stream. For those that couldn't make it there, I'll try and upgrade to maybe 2 streams a week. I'm still thinking about whether or not I should do that, but right now I'm sticking to 1 stream a week. You see, a Friday or Saturday, it all depends on my circumstances. For those who don't know, I do a stream every Friday on live stream at 9 PM my time, that's UK time. You can just type in UK time, you should be able to find it on Google. Yeah, I do that. I also do a Stickum stream every now and then. I may do one sometime this week. I haven't set a thing, but that one is just a general place where you used to come and interact with me and talk with me, blah blah blah, shit like that. You can find all the links to these pages on my main channel. I've enabled them all. You can click on them, go to them, follow me. Things like that. So yeah, I do intend to do a Stickum stream sometime this week. Just a place where you can come and interact. That won't be going up on YouTube. That is just a general place where you can come and interact, make chat, blah blah blah, shit like that. Also, I done a playthrough of DLC Quest, which I dubbed The Future of Gaming. And for those that have seen it, yeah, I basically take the piss out of the fact that DLC has become the future of gaming, basically. And the DLC Quest was a game that came out absolute yonks ago. It was a retro. It was a retro game that was only about 80 Microsoft points off of the Xbox Live Marketplace, which I'd recommend. It's an absolute fucking blast to play it. And if you don't want to play it, I'll leave a link to part 1 in the description. A lot of positive feedback from all of you. A lot of you love the humor. I was taking the piss out of DLC. That's what I wanted to say. I was absolutely just making absolute fun, saying that this is the future, that the absolute genius. I think it was funny, but I find myself funny. I can't help it. No, I don't. But yeah, people have enjoyed it. We'll go decent views. It's, the most popular part is the first part. Has got about 40-50 views. The other parts haven't even broke the. I don't even think I've broke the 10 mark yet. But if you want to check it out, link to part 1 in the description, or you can just go to my main channel and find it. Also, I did another thing called the Slender. Like, a couple of people were asking me to do Slender, actually do my reaction to Slender. I've watched about 3 or 4 playthroughs of Slender, and I don't find it scary in the least. In fact, I find it fucking hilarious that people find it fucking scary. So what I done was, I done a wee bit of a spoof. I basically done a live action of Slender, basically, in the style of old-fashioned horror things like, the footage you're about to see now was based on actual events. Things like that. It's shitty, it's poor, it's the biggest pile of piss I've probably ever put out, but I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. A couple of you have enjoyed it. A couple of you have said, why didn't you do it at night time? Why didn't you have someone out there with us? Let me just answer that question. The area that I am in is not safe at night. I'm saying that right now. I'm not going to lie, the area I'm in is not safe at night, and by the time it gets dark here, it's about 10 o'clock at night sometimes, and it's not exactly a safe place to go to at 10 o'clock at night to do that kind of thing, because there's a lot of unsavoury people hanging about. I've not lived in safe areas my whole life, but this one is not about lost, but I'd rather not go out at night time, and I'd rather think of my own safety. I'm sorry. And another reason why I didn't have anyone dressed up as Slender is because I have no friends. Well, beyond the Gamer MD, Atlas the Hunted, Phantom, RLChell, those ones, unfortunately they live too far away from me. Yes, can you come out and dress up as Slender for a day? But I have no friends who would be willing to do that, unfortunately. So that was just me taking the absolute piss of Slender, by the way. I don't think it's scary in the least. If you find it scary, good on you, but I find it fucking hilarious that people find it fucking scary when it's kind of the biggest pile of piss I've ever fucking seen. I'm sorry. I don't like it, it's not scary, and I'm never doing my live reaction to it. That Slender video I done was just taking the piss out of it, by the way, for those who couldn't tell. But yeah, if you want to check all those out, they're all on my main channel. You can check them out. It's just random shit for the past week. But let's talk about what I plan on doing in the future. What might be coming up later on. What might be coming up in the next couple of days or even week. As I said, I'm thinking about doing a Stick'em stream tonight. Not tonight, but sometime this week, just for a place where you can come and interact with me. I'm also considering doing another Ask the Warrior. Don't submit your questions just yet. I'm going to make a separate video on Ask the Warrior where you can submit your questions. I'm going to be doing another one of them fairly shortly. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to do it, but I think some of you have some questions and all that, and I will tell you when I'm planning on doing it. So don't rush in with your questions just yet. So let's get, and then what else have I planned? For those that don't know, I follow a YouTuber called Comic Uno who reviews comic books and occasional TV shows. And she recently done a basically a geek award thing where she basically just basically announced, well, let people pick their favorite comic book TV show thing reviewer for geekiness basically. And it gave me a little bit of inspiration to do something along my line. So I'm announcing here that I'm going to be doing something along the ways of a little award ceremony, because I can't give you anything, of course. I'm completely broke. Maybe in the future I can hand out actual awards, but at the moment it's just going to be you won, basically. And I want to do something along those lines. I don't want to steal her idea, because it's a really cool idea that I think she's done a really good job doing. And I'd highly recommend her channel. I'll leave a link to the description if you want to check it. She reviews comic books and she's done this award ceremony. I didn't get nominated for anything because I didn't think I was good enough to do it, and I don't think many of the clan are over on her channel. But I'm going to do something along the lines similar. But I think I'm just going to call it the Scottish Warrior Award Ceremony, the TSA. That sounds wrong. Something along those lines. I'm still tweaking the name. Where basically I'm going to do something along the lines of a YouTube award ceremony, award thing, like picking on these 4 categories mainly: gaming, TV and cartoons, movies, and comic books. I'm going to be doing those 4 categories, but in each category we'll have a subcategory for something along those lines, and I will be doing something along those lines in the future, but I'm not going to say when I'm going to be doing it, but I'm going to be doing it fairly shortly, because I think it's a good time to start doing it before I get back to college. I may do it shortly, or I may do it towards the end of the year, but I want to do something along those lines of that award ceremony thing like Comic Uno done. And it's a really good idea, I think, because it will help commemorate those YouTubers out there that put a lot of hard work into their videos. And I will be doing a whole video on each category and giving the rules of the award ceremony. And all you're getting is the fact that people think you're better. That people think you're the best, basically. And I will also nominate some people. I will not nominate myself. You can nominate me if you want, but I'm not going to nominate myself. I'm not that kind of YouTuber who's going to basically nominate myself, because if I nominated myself, I'd stuff the ballots. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing something along those lines. I'll probably do it fairly shortly, because I'd rather get it done and maybe make it an annual thing every year or so. So I might do it around about August, or I might do it towards the end of the year. I'm still debating whether or not to do it. But I am doing something along those lines. Comic Uno, thanks for the idea. It's a really good idea, I think, because let's face it, King of the Web, even though it's a great thing to have, it's kind of broken, because as soon as a popular YouTuber gets on there, they've won, basically. Like people like ToeBiscuit, the Syndicate Project, Captain Sparkles, those people have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, if not millions, and they win hands down every single time, which is it's just a shame, because I really would like to have like an underdog category where the lesser known YouTubers basically go there. And of course, if you haven't been following Gamer MD, she's in the King of the Web Battle Royale next month, and I will be doing something special for that, by the way. I'm not going to say what, but I am. But she's doing her best, she's fighting the good fight, but unfortunately someone that has probably a couple of million subscribers has won the daily award thing every single day so far. MD has been 4th, 5th place every now and then. But this guy basically must have millions of subscribers, and they're just voting for him, and unfortunately MD's doing everything we can, we're voting for her, but it's a losing battle, and that system is kind of broken in my opinion, because it's just going to be the same guy that's going to win every single time. So my award ceremony won't offer cash prizes, won't offer trophies, it will just offer the fact that people think that you're a great YouTuber.